Alright, so continuing with the wheel hub assembly saga, I figured while I'm doing things I might as well change the boots that my brake caliper bolts go through, and I replaced this guy already, and I figured I might as well show it. Basically what they are is you have a little metal collar there on the bottom of the boot that's in there, so we'll smash that other one to get it out of here. Which, believe it or not, it's rusted. More rust falling off stuff. And there it is. So then all I did was drop stuff on the floor. Got myself a little bit of brake clean, squirt it in the hole, clean her out a bit. It's actually pretty clean in there, so I didn't even worry about, honing it out or cleaning it, because this gets most of the dust and stuff out. Or most of the rust, dust, crust, schmust, whatever. So then I took a little bit of, I'm grabbing the old one to put it back in. Just put a little bit of spray grease in there to help ease her on in. Then I took my new one, sort of smooched her around in there a bit, and then if you find the appropriate socket size, in my case it's 13/16, and you put it over the boot. And there you go, new ones. What I'm going to do first is there's an O-ring in here I'm getting after, because mine has an O-ring. So I'm going to go in here with my Dremel, and I'm going to try and get the most of this crust out that I can before I go after the O-ring. And then I'll be going after this O-ring. I even got a replacement O-ring. Yep, sure did. Take a little brake clean and blow the dust off of her. Sad part is, one year it'll all be rusted back up and look just like this again. Alright, let's see if we can get that O-ring out. Well, by quick measurement, it looks relatively close, so I'll clean that groove up good, blow it out, and then put the new one in. Alright, so there's that. Get the new one and try and get them installed. And just for good measure, which I probably wouldn't have to do it, but just for the ease of sliding, got a little super lube here. It's okay for O-rings and everything, dielectric compound type stuff. And we're just going to put that in there. Not a lot, just enough to help everything slide in. So previously I did clean all this off and I took my cookie wheel to it. It's as clean as it's gonna get. No more I can do about it. So I guess we're actually ready to put a little spray grease on there to help everything. And I think we're ready to start sticking stuff back in. And my speed sensor was up on top. We have to get our hub on here. I'm sorry, that's my new shield. I should have painted it, but I didn't think about it. You know, next time I certainly would have, but we got to get this on. I'm gonna take one of my brand new bolts out of the box. I checked the length. The length seems right. So let me check the thread pattern. Make sure it goes in here before I go through all the hassle. Okay. Threads seem correct. So let me keep a hold of one. Now you got to try and get everything in here square with this shield and get it on the, make sure you get it on your splines here. I looked over the splines. Behind here it's just rusty. Everything looks good. There don't look like any problems with that. So we'll just see if we can get this whole assembly on there and started. Don't want to force it. Alright, I got one bolt started. Let's take my speed sensor and throw that up there. And we'll start the other bolts. And the torque on those bolts back there is 133 foot-pounds, so let's see if we can get it. Alrighty, so went off camera there and got those torqued. They're being a little bit of a pain in the butt. So let's run this ABS and get it out of the way now. Alright, all I'm going to do is dig these holes out up on top here that these little Christmas tree fasteners go in there, and they're pretty good. So I'll be back once I do that. Alright, we got that on. I guess we'll tighten this axle nut up first. It goes to 177 foot-pounds, so I'm going to put the air to her so far to get her on there, and then we'll go with the torque. Okay. Okay, we got her tight with that. We'll wait, we put her down on the ground, and we'll go for the 177 foot-pounds. I think that'll be the easiest way. So, alright, so let's put our hub back on. And we'll put our bracket back on with these brand new bolts we got. And not that I'm telling anybody to do this, but I'm going to just tighten these up to my specs. That's what I've always done before, and as you've seen, they're usually so rusted around here, you don't have to worry about them falling out. Put our brake pads back on. Okay, so now we got our brake pads on. So let's put this guy on. These babies up to factory specs. And once I get that all done, I'll let it down. I'll tighten these. I'll let it down. I'll put the tire on. I'll let it down. I'll tighten this up to the proper torque, and I actually think we should be good. Before I take it for a test ride, I got a couple other things I want to do. But when I do take her for a shimmy, which I hope it's not a shimmy. We'll probably bring you guys along. Okay, we're out for a little roll here. Nothing so far. To me, it doesn't feel much difference, but we're only up to 25, 30 miles per hour. We'll get her out on the flats and give her a shake there, because right now it's back road here, and I can't take it out on the main road because I don't have an inspection sticker on it. Not a valid one anyhow. So when I get on the flats, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll get up to a little better speed and see what happens. Okay, we have a little bit more of a flat here, we can do it. So far everything seems okay, and maybe now that I am driving it, you know, but sometimes it's one of those things that you think it made a difference, but it may be in your head, but I really think it doesn't have quite the shake that it did before. Now it has less rumble. Before I thought it was the tires, but it's probably that bearing. So there's 55. She's pretty dang smooth at 55, nothing in the wheel. So I would sort of say that that probably made a difference, which is a good thing. Okay, folks, this is your favorite 98%er on YouTube, Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic, saying, I think we had a success there. We'll get this inspected. They told me that's all it needed for inspection, so we'll get that done. But there's one or two other problems with her that I haven't mentioned, so there's more videos on the way with just this vehicle. So until next time, just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Thanks.